Um, Hi. Um, I'm so very sorry to be an interruption, but would you mind if I took a seat here? Are you positive? Are you sitting? I don't. I hate the idea of intruding. Oh, all right. Thank you. Please let me know at any point if you go away. Yeah, like if I like I was a mosquito, just shoot shoot. Um, would you mind perchance, and it's completely all right if you do. It's just so absolutely all right if you um, would if the answer to the question is please don't do that. But yes. So the question is is it all right if I uh, talk to you just a little bit? Well, I just ask because like to ask that and then you say no thank you, then that's great, and then I've only disturbed your zen, as it were, for a little bit. Versus if I just start, yeah, and you'd prefer silence, then yeah, obviously I'd rather not do that naturally. Well, I that's fair. I guess not everyone, but well, it's important to me to. I want you to feel comfortable, of course. Oh well, I never feel comfortable. I'm I yeah no yes, I'm a little nervous right now, but I'm always actually a little nervous. If you knew me, you would know that. But I didn't mean that in a how dare no, oh okay. As long as you're sure that didn't come across in a how dare you not know me way. I would never. Um, right? Yes. No. I did have something specific to mention to you. Um, are you okay? Well, so um, I I've seen you here before at the river park, and I've noticed how it seems. I can't say that you know for certain that you do, but it would seem that you like to sit and uh, just sort of enjoy the river, as it were, a fair amount of the time. Cause, and I say that because I've seen you uh, uh, doing it um, when I do the same thing myself. That sounded like an unhappy child. Well, I don't hear further unhappy childness, so that's always how I gauge those things. Is if it continues, then I get concerned and I go do something. But it seems like we're fine. Anyway, um, yeah, that's yeah. I told you I'm always sort of nervous about people. Um, well, anyway, so not in a like I've stared at you way, although I have seen you and multiple times here, like either across the river or just as I walk by. And um, yes, okay, yeah. I tend to operate under the assumption that I have an incredibly forgettable face, and so I was not going to presume to assume that you remembered me from you know waving at each other across the river or from the bridge or whatever. Oh well, that's that's nice of you to say that I'm not forgettable. My smile? Oh, well, thank you. Here, I came over to see if you were all right and if you needed cheering up, and now you've made my day. Oh, well, that was why I um came, came came over. I just Well, today was one of the days that I was sitting across the river on the other bank. Actually, just right over there. Sort of well by the bigger tree over on yeah to the right. There's a rock. Do you see? I was sitting over there, and I sort of saw you from across the way, and I mean I did wave, but you were sort of staring at the water, and okay, that's kids playing. Yeah, I always got to double check that. Anyway, you were sort of just sitting staring at the water, and I mean you do that. I mean I do that a lot. I just okay. I'm going to continue assuming that's just children playing. It sounds more like children playing than oh no, I fell off the swing. Anyway, you just you seem sort of well, you seemed a little more hunched than maybe than usual, and I think I saw you maybe wipe a tear away or something. And I don't know, I'm feeling incredibly intrusive and like I'm invading your space. And it wasn't like I was just sitting there watching you. It was just I looked up, I noticed you, I waved, and then you didn't wave back. You didn't see me, and so I was waving a little bit more. And then I saw that you seemed maybe like you weren't quite feeling super okay, and so I got up and um, well walked around the river trails for a good while to get up the nerve to come over here. And then you were still here. And here we are. So, yeah, just are you all right? Not to be invasive at all. And I can totally just up and go. Well, yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it's not like maybe we haven't interacted or anything really yet. Although I wanted to. I just I was sort of been a little too nervous. You did too? Oh, well that's jolly. Well, kind of nice of us both to be so worried about the other that we didn't want to make him nervous. But yes, just I don't know. There was just a little bit of a droop to your posture today, and when I saw that, quick dash of your hand against your cheek, I was like, I recognize that hand motion. Well, like when you're in a semi-public place and just but also semi-private, and it all just sort of catches up to you and just sort of sort of sits on you like a just big giant of heavy, and just sort of just squishes you, and yeah, and sometimes just the tears come. And but you're still like you're in private, but you're still sort of in a public place, and so like you got to be all surreptitious about um, how you're handling it. Yeah, yeah, I've I cannot just sympathize with you right now or empathize with you by drawing upon um, past experiences that are relatively similar, but I can empathize with you as in like I have experienced this sort of thing. Oh no, I'm fine. Isn't that always the way with empathy? Is there's when you receive empathy, it's always oh, thank you so much. But there's also the element of like, oh no, that means you've been through something that sucked, and now I'm sad for you. But please don't be. I'm good. I'm all right. I just, are you? Would you maybe want to share a bit with a, a random little river goblin that you are on waving and smiling and nodding terms with? Would you want to? Would that help? You could say no. You don't have to. Yay. Um. Well. Yeah. If you. Ooh, sorry, got distracted by the flying bird. But that doesn't mean I'm not wanting to listen. I really do. Okay. See, the duck agrees that this is a safe space, and that if you feel comfortable sharing, it would be amazing for you to sort of, take a load off. Oh, yeah, I can definitely see how that's, to put it mildly, suboptimal. And that too. Sheesh. I'm sorry. I'm just I'm so sorry. Well, I mean, I no, obviously it's not like me or anything, but like I'm just, it's a real heavy load, mate, and I'm sorry that you're carrying it. That sucks. I wish that these things were like, the like analogy of like we're on a, life is a, climbing a mountain or whatever, and we've all got backpacks on, and like sometimes hard things come along and they're like rocks in our backpack and they make the hike up the mountain harder. Like sometimes I wish that analogy was more real than not, because like wouldn't it be great if you could just like, part of the analogy that's cool is that it's kind of hard to get something out of a backpack if it's on your back, and like we have to, in life, like learn how to take our backpack off and forage around in it, or fish around in it, I guess, and like grab rocks and throw them out, all that good stuff. Like I said, I wish that analogy was more real than not, because then I could, like, if you wanted, I could reach in your backpack and just grab a couple of those heavy rocks and chuck them as far as my weak little arms could throw them. Yeah, they'd make a very satisfying plopping sound in the river. Oh, oh, here, I have an idea. A friend and I did this once. Okay, yes, here's a rock for me, and here's a rock for you. Okay, this rock that I'm holding, I'm just channeling all of the glut at it. Just bleh, all the, uh, just the stress and the not feeling well and the just the headaches, anything nasty in your life, just all that, all the stupid stuff. Okay, so that's this rock now, and this rock is just representative of all that. And now I'm going to throw that rock. Whoosh! I mean, it's not exactly like an actual. Obviously, it's all metaphorical, but like, try it. It can be very relieving. It can at least feel a little relieving. Yeah, the rock I gave you. Just The things you just said to me, like, just, and anything you didn't feel comfortable saying, just whisper it all into the rock, or like I did, just say it in front of me. But that's right, rant into the rock. Yep. And now that rock is representative of all the stupid, all the black, all the horrible, all the struggle. And now, throw it. If you want not to tell you what to do, but okay, yeah. And I told you that what you were carrying was heavy. Right? Kind of satisfying, isn't it? um, yeah. Oh, well. You have a nice laugh too. Sure. What do you want to say? Of course, anything. What I mean, what? Sorry, did I say something that was? Uh, okay, it's not something to worry about. I will attempt to take your word on that. My brain doesn't tend to really process the concept of things not being something to worry about, but I will try. So yes. What what is it? My rock throwing compatriot. well, I, well, I just when I refer to myself as a goblin, I just mean as like sort of like a little quirky and just a little a little slightly odd, little little off the beaten trail, marching to a different drum, as it were. Well, noted that I will I will be very happy now when I come and I'm goblining around at the river. I shall now think of how you think I'm a, a river fairy, and that's nice of you. It is funny how we have the connotations, culturally speaking, of how like goblins are like, well, some people in books or whatever, like Tolkien didn't apparently seem to like goblins because his goblins are all scary and mean and whatever. But like in my little uh, fantasy realm of world building in my head, like goblins are just kind of cute, like you know, just I don't know why that noise is apparently this morning. How I what I associate with goblins, but yeah, just to me they're cute and sort of small and silly or whatever. And then yeah, like meanwhile, fairies, elves, and dryads, like I see as being a little bit more ethereal and sort of, you know, real, real gentle and sort of elegant. And I'm, oh hello birds. I'm so embarrassed right now because you just called me a river fairy, and now I'm talking about how in my head, oh, river fairies are just they're beautiful and they're wonderful and they're amazing, and now I sound like that's what I'm saying about myself, and that's oh my gosh, that's not what I intended. I did not mean to sound like that. Well, I'm glad that you wasn't hearing no lies. That's double negative though. Oh, sorry. I, I apologize. I'm not trying to be the grammar monitor around here. I'm just all right. So, well, thanks. I wasn't digging for more compliments. I was just digging in a hole of embarrassment to fall into and then struggle to get out of, as one does. Well, I mean, as I do, as one does if one is me. Or not to say that like other people don't struggle socially. I wasn't trying to minimize any. Yeah. I don't know that I've ever interacted with someone who, when I was getting all fuddled in what I was trying to say, who just was so comforting, and just sort of, no, 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 it's okay, it's okay, like you just did. I Thanks. Here I came over wanting to, you know, try and make your day maybe a little less, you know, sharp and unpleasant, soften it a bit. And instead, you've done that for me. You've made my day just so much. You've added so much, just, nice to my day. And thank you. I wish I could have done the same for you. I did. Oh, well, that that makes me really happy. You don't. I mean, you don't have to say that to like spare my feelings or anything. Like if you. Oh, okay. Why, yes, I'm on board. What is this quest that you are inviting me to fulfill with you? Yes. We can load our worries onto rocks and chuck them into the river all day long. It sounds like a marvelous idea, actually. As I said, I felt that was very stress relieving for me. So yeah, if you sure, let's. I mean, there's plenty of rocks around here. We can do it all day long. We don't have to do it all day long. I mean, we could. I mean, but, thanks. Yes, we are all right. Well, all right. Here's another rock.